Okay, so here's the deal. Before I even get into what had transpired on social media, let me say this. Towards the end of the video, I'm going to read to you something that was sent to me back in October from the same person who allegedly, I'm just going to say allegedly, contacted WACK 100. Now, WACK 100 is the game's manager, the same guy who punched Stitches in the face, knocked him to the ground. And for the record, some of this information has been censored, like if a phone number pops up or something like that, I can't post that sort of thing on YouTube. But anyways, so the person who's allegedly the POA or power of attorney for Stitches allegedly contacted WACK 100, the game's manager. So first message reads, and I quote, "I will pursue any legal remedies available against your company if these activities continue. These remedies include, but are not limited to, contacting law enforcement to press charges against your company. A cease and desist order is to inform you that your actions, including but not limited to releasing a video of a crime that took place, criminal sanctions against your company, and the author who released this video personally. I will sue you civilly for damages I have incurred as a result of your actions for each time someone watches this video." First of all, you can't do that. You can't sue somebody for other people watching the video. That doesn't even make any sense. Anyways, the messages go on to say, "This letter acts as your final warning to discontinue this unwanted conduct before I pursue legal actions against you. At this time, I am not contacting the authorities or filing civil suit against you, as I hope we can resolve this matter without authoritative involvement. I am not under any circumstances, however, waiving any legal rights I have presently or future legal remedies against you by sending you this letter. This order acts as a final chance for you to cease your illegal activities before I exercise my rights." The next message goes on to say, "To ensure compliance with this letter and to halt any legal action I may take against you, I require you to respond to this email or call for instructions. This will act as evidence of your infringement upon my legal rights, and I will immediately seek legal avenues to remedy the situation. Sincerely," I left out her name, "Power of Attorney for Stitches TMI gang, Philip Castabanis." That's, of course, Stitches' real name. Everybody knows that, so that's the only reason why I'm mentioning it here. She left a phone number. I'm not even going to say what the damn area code was for it, but it's on my blog. These things are uncensored on my blog, but I'm not posting that in the YouTube video. I could be reached any time of day or night on my personal cell. So the next message reads, oh, and by the way, these are text messages. So this is an actual dialogue, him going back and forth with this person. For legal reasons, this alleged person. It may have been a robot. It may have been a dog with a blog. Anyways, so she allegedly said, "I'm doing my job," to which he replied by saying, WACK 100 that is, "Fuck you, eat a dick, we don't fall victim to extortion." To which she replied by saying, allegedly replied by saying, "I do, however, have power of attorney over him at this time. There's no extortion." To which he replied by saying, "Power of attorney over who? Stitches?" To which she replied by saying, "This is going to be an investigation today. At this time, yes, but..." To which he replied by saying, "Stay off my phone. Do what you're going to do." And she allegedly replied by saying, "It's going to hurt the game with an almost dative remedy, default judgment through notarial protests." Anyways, I mean, whatever all that's supposed to mean. So WACK 100 went on to say, quote, "To all you dumbass idiots talking about why the game didn't fight this clown, hashtag Stitches, well, here you have it. Again, tough guy threatens with AK-47, then turns to the courts." Now, for the record, Stitches posted a drawing that somebody created of him. Very lifelike portrait. Now, if you want to see it, click the link below, visit my blog, it's there. Really, really nice drawing. Very detailed. Whoever did it did a damn good job. But here's what he said on the drawing. He said, quote, "This artist raw. And no, we have not sued anybody. And we never will." Laughs out loud. "Stop the lies and the fake emails." Well, guess what? It's interesting he says that because that same person, that alleged power of attorney, contacted me, Meat Magazine, back in October 2015. I'm going to read to you the email that the same person sent me. And yeah, it was the same phone number that was written on this letter. And I found out who this person was because once I received the email, I went and had to go look into who this was. I didn't know whether or not this person was being for real, but I found this person on the internet, and they do really live in Miami, at least, or at least they operate out of Miami. Anyways, now I censored the person's name and whatnot, but what the person said to me was, "Greetings, my name is bleep," won't read that here, "and I am a business consultant to many artists in the music industry. This is a friendly, constructive notice that needs to be handled immediately in capital letters." So that means it's very serious. "We appreciate you taking time to discuss topics in regards to stitches and welcome you to continue. There are multiple and accurate statements," and they put multiple in big old capital letters. "There are multiple and accurate statements made by you in references to stitches and Ink Monster. One of your video discussions are completely false and has damaging content. I need you to see if we can come to a solution ASAP. Please contact me at my personal cell phone number to resolve this issue at any time immediately." Bleep, won't say their name, won't say the phone number. "Power of attorney for stitches, TMI trademark." Yeah, I received that letter back in October. That's when I stopped making videos. Actually, I made one more video after that, basically saying I was going to start putting disclaimers on my Stitches and Ink Monster videos. And basically I wasn't going to make any more videos about them in the future. Now, I did not talk about them again until this whole situation where Stitches got knocked down, punched in the face by WACK 100. I was just going to leave it there. However, when that happened, I said, I have to talk about this because it's such a big topic in hip hop that I can't ignore the elephant in the room, basically, essentially. But here's the thing, though. This person hit me up with this power of attorney letter where they weren't being specific. They weren't saying what I allegedly said. They weren't even telling me which video or videos I made these multiple inaccurate statements. I mean, how could you try to act like Stitches has some sort of image to uphold, or Ink Monster? Look at how they present themselves to the world. If you're telling the world, like in Stitches' case, for example, you're on cocaine, you're waving guns around in videos and on Instagram and whatnot, talking about people's children, threatening people with violence, talking about being this big time drug lord or whatever. And then you want to turn around and have your alleged power of attorney contact me via email. So I don't know whether or not Stitches had anything to do with it. All I know is this person contacted me, and yes, that's a real email straight out of my box. No, I'm not kidding you. This is not a joke. This is not a prank. It's literally the same person that contacted WACK 100 just this month of December 2015 after the fight incident happened in Florida. So all I know is this: it's not worth a lawsuit, guys. And if I'm ever contacted again, I just won't talk about him. I thought that I was, doing good by promoting him, but I never was told exactly what I said that was inaccurate. And as far as those messages that were written to WACK 100, they were so poorly written, it's hard to believe that this person is attorney, power of attorney, or anything. And I'm not trying to discredit this woman because I saw her. Like I said, I went and looked her up. I wasn't even sure whether or not this was a prank. This could have just been anybody. I said, I wouldn't be surprised this person lives in like Idaho or somewhere, and this is some dude trying to be funny, just typing up crap on a computer. So I had to go and look into whether or not this person is even remotely who they're saying they are. And there is some lady who lives in Miami or operates whatever out of Miami who actually made no Stitches. So the person says that they're the power of attorney. I could not find any evidence that would lead me to that alleged claim. I couldn't find anywhere that this person was listed as the power of attorney for Stitches, but other than what they told me and now what they're telling WACK 100. And if this person is not the power of attorney and they're just pretending, then Stitches needs to shut that down. Stitches needs to be like, look, whoever you are, mysterious person who's contacted people on my behalf, please stop. But I'm starting to think that that is his real power of attorney, Because why would somebody go through the links of contacting multiple people, including me? I'm just a little no-name blogger. If you sue me, I don't know what you would sue me for, but if somebody sued me, they wouldn't get anything. I mean, it would really be a waste of time. In fact, when I had to stand up in court and say to the judge, okay, this is what I have, the judge would quite possibly just bust out laughing right in front of everybody's face. If the judge was sipping water, the judge would be like, okay, Mr. Meat Magazine, so what are your assets? You're kidding me, right? Case dismissed, and just slam the gavel. It'll be over. All I know is this. If this person really is the power of attorney for Stitches, they're really taking credibility away from this guy. He's supposed to be like a gangster rapper or whatever he's supposed to be, some sort of crime lord, mob boss type of artist. You know what I mean? Like one of those people who's like the head of a cartel or whatever image he's attempting to present to the world. This really negative image that will make people feel threatened. I mean, when you're waving around guns and videos and stuff like that, people could feel a little uneasy in fear of their lives and whatnot. So when you're presenting yourself like that to the world, of course, people are going to approach you in a certain way. And as far as suing WACK 100, I would have to say that the judge is definitely going to throw that crap out. I'm sure they would consider it to be self-defense. And plus, Stitches got arrested that night, not Game. Plus, Stitches has videos all over the internet of him standing around waiting for the Game to come outside of a club to have contact with them. I mean, anybody who causes trouble like that, where they're spitting on somebody's car or attempting to spit on somebody's car, they videotape themselves standing outside the club talking about some, yeah, I'm gonna fight this pussy N-word. And they waited for hours or however long he waited for the person to come out from doing their job of performing their music and whatnot, talking to their fans, and then they walk out the club and you're waiting there to try to assault them. Have a fair fight with them, but it's still considered to be assault. And you have all these other videos of you floating around the internet threatening people and whatnot. I mean, come on now. And claiming you're about to do cocaine. That's what he said in a recent video. He's like, yeah, I'm about to go do this cocaine, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, really? But hey, whatever. If you really think that you can go after people and try to act like anybody's defaming this guy's character, I mean, good luck. Your balls are bigger than mine, lady. I don't know how in the world you're going to defend his behavior. But if it goes to court, the judge is going to look at you sideways. Just remember that. They're going to say you're defending this guy's behavior. You believe in this foolishness, this nonsense. No wonder he says, quote, fuck a job. I mean, when you're acting like this and you have tattoos like that on your face, who's really going to hire you? And that's no shade. I'm just saying. But anyways, this is all my opinion. What's yours? Let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine. And please, people, don't ever send me any stupid emails about anything like this ever again. I'm just saying. Because you know what? That's emotionally distressing to me. And I'm going to counter to you. Meat Magazine.